What we're doing today is we are building your 24/7 support and sales machine. Actually, we're going to do something a little bit more amazing than that. If you guys haven't watched the pre-game training, I highly recommend that you do, because that's like the prelude to the thinking, the strategy, everything that goes into building your AI concierge. But we'll start with what we have right now. Even if you don't have it, we're good to go. We can still do this. So before we get started, let me ask you this. What do you think separates luxury, high-end brands from everybody else? Just let me know in the comments. They take care of you, Elizabeth. Yeah, quality. They actually have someone on staff, as you all know, a concierge. You all remember this movie? And you must be his niece? They have someone who greets visitors personally, answers their questions immediately, guides them exactly to where they need to go. It's not come here and figure it out with everything that we have. It's, hey, how can I help you? And what happens to conversion rates at that stage? Through the roof. Because here's the thing about people who come to your website, and you know this, they have questions, specific questions about specific situations, their specific situation. And when those questions don't get answered, what happens? They bounce. They bounce forever. But hiring a real concierge, we all know, this is why it is saved for luxury brands. That's a lot of money. We're talking about $40,000, $60,000 minimum for someone decent, plus the benefits, plus the training time, plus the management headaches. And there's the interviewing process, because we need to make sure that we're getting the right person for our business, and the onboarding, and the constant supervision to make sure that they're representing your brand correctly. And if you change someone, completely new training, and they only work 8 hours a day. So good luck with international customers or night owls. And not to mention the ongoing training costs when you launch a new service or a new offer, and the sick days and the turnover, which is why concierge services remain exclusively in the domain of luxury brands with deep pockets, which leave the rest of us with static pages, forms, FAQ section that nobody reads. We're all been that way. We're all coming to a website. We can't find what we want. We spend, a few seconds on it, and we bounce. So wouldn't it be great if we could have a concierge? And if you could have a concierge, let me ask you this. What if you sat down and wrote the perfect job description for a concierge for your business? What would that look like? What would that job description actually look like? What would you want a concierge to do in your business? Maybe you want them to greet visitors personally in their own language. So if someone comes in speaking Spanish and you don't speak Spanish, your concierge does. Maybe they ask what they're looking for, answer the most common questions instantly, guide them to the perfect solution for their specific needs. Never get tired, grumpy, go on vacation, work 24/7, 365 days a week, a week, and cost a fraction of the human salary. If we can install that in your business right now, how would your visitors feel? If someone comes to your website right now and there's a concierge to greet them in their own language, immediately answering the question, directing them to where they want to go, how would they feel? Probably special. They'll feel understood. They feel heard. Pretty good. They'll buy some stuff. Imagine the time that you would save not answering the same support ticket over and over and over. It's on the website, in the FAQ. How much time would you save if that's off your plate? How will your conversion be? Imagine them like going sky high, because the objections are get handled the moment they arise, which is what a good concierge would do. Imagine waking up to qualified leads who've already been pre-screened while you slept. If only we could afford a good concierge. So that's what we're building today. And the good news is that we don't need any coding or any PhD. We're going to build this today, right now, with what we have in human language. And we're going to do this in real time together. Just to recap what we talked about before, if you have not watched the pre-training for this, we are replacing the expensive, glorified contact us forms, the static website with the FAQs with a smart AI concierge. And our concierge is going to not be a glorified contact us form. It's going to personalize the answers to the users. There's so many amazing case studies that you guys I'm gonna love showing you. It's going to qualify and recommend solutions. So imagine someone comes to your website and your AI chatbot goes, hey, where you are right now, this is the product that you need. You need my lead magnet, you need my video, you need my course, you need my book. It actually qualifies them and sends them in the right direction. It's going to showcase your product. So it's not just going to say, hey, we have shoes. It's actually going to show a picture of the shoe and tell you why this is the right shoe for you. It's going to softly upsell them, speak 80 plus languages, work 24/7, 365 days a year, integrates with your existing platform, your Wix, your Shopify, your WordPress, your Squarespace, even your WhatsApp or your Slack. It's going to escalate to you when it's needed. So it's going to be like a bodyguard that actually takes care of all the stuff, and only the very important things come through to you. So you're not sitting there in email all the time. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg, and we are going to have it up and running in less than an hour. So it's actually going to be a smart concierge for you. And since you're here live, I'm going to have a big surprise for you at the end of this. So if you're actually going to take this time with me, build your chatbot with me and get with me all the way to the end, and it's going to be like, we have more, 40 minutes left, 50 minutes left. I'm going to have a big surprise for you. So what I'd like you to do is, I'd like all of you right now, open your laptops, go to Noem.AI and register. Create an account. It's completely free, and it's going to send you the password in an email. Let me know that you registered and you have gotten to this screen that says registration successful. Check your email, log in. Hey, Anna and Heather, waiting for the email. Okay, should be instantaneously.
It still hasn't shown up yet. And
spam.
It's not in the, oh wait, it just showed up in the junk mail. Okay, found it. Okay.
Yeah, check your spam if you don't see it. Heather's registered. Awesome. Awesome. So everybody just let me know when you are logged in, and we're going to continue together. Yeah, this is not one of those, watch me do this stuff and then go and try to figure it out on your own. We are doing this together. We're going to get it done in less than an hour. Let me know if you guys see this screen when you log in. Click on new project, and then it's going to ask you what project type you want, and then chatbot.
So it wants to take me somewhere. Let's begin.
And then it's going to ask you for your company profile. Let me guys know the industry and the company size, not very important. What's more important is the target audience. What makes you competitive? This is how you're going to train your concierge on how to answer people when they say, why should I choose you? Why should I work with you? So fill this up and let me know when you have this part done.
When I logged in, it asked me to put in my website URL, and it filled all that information out for me. Was it not supposed to do that?
It was supposed to do that. I was hoping it will do that.
Excellent. All right.
And did it get it right?
Pretty much. I just needed to put the actual slogan into the thing, because it guessed doing things right, and it's no.
Super awesome. I love it. Yes, put your URL and it will pull everything for you. If it doesn't, fill it up. If it does, amazing. It's supposed to. And everybody's filled. Everybody's good. So the next one will be the job description for the concierge. And you're going to choose one of these. Now, you can have as many as you want. Today, we're going to work with only one. So I'm going to actually share my screen now.
Just a second. I'm not getting the same thing as you do. I'm getting types of chatbots.
Okay.
Because you're on a step-by-step thing.
Share your screen.
Directly to bot user interface.
Yeah, so share your screen. Let me know. Let me see where you are.
Okay, this one here. This is what I am.
Yeah, I had that too.
Yes.
And when I
so right there on the
it,
bottom, this is a video. So you see it says don't show again. See on the bottom, it says don't show.
Yeah.
Click that and then close it. And then you're going to be in there. So this is a video that explains to you how to work with the chatbots. There you go. You're in. Perfect. Yeah. So actually, let's use your screen. You are now on the free account. Okay. And actually, no, let me use my screen. So I'll show you all the options that are available to you. So let's talk about what we're seeing on this screen, okay? This one is the name of your chatbot, whatever you want to put on the top. It can be Ask Ifat, it can be welcome, it can be like ask us any questions, it can be whatever you want, you write that here. The display name is what you're gonna call your concierge. I like Cupcake, I call her Cupcake. You can upload whatever image you want in here by clicking this little icon right here, this one, and you can upload whatever images you want to it, and that will be your image right here on this little thing. Or you can have our AI generate an image for you if you don't want to put your face on your own chatbot. So just click on that. We have different styles that you can choose from: freestyle, 8-bit, cyberpunk, whatever you want your concierge to look like. You can choose whatever image, and here you can describe whatever it is you want: a beautiful female, tech support, cyberpunk bot, whatever you want it to be. You can generate that there by clicking on this little icon. Here you have all the different icons that are going to show up here on the pop-up. So when you're going to some website and there's this little pop-up, it can be this one, it can be this one, it can be this one, it can be that one. It can be different icons based on whatever you want. It can be like an arrow, one arrow, choose your icon, or you can upload your own. If you have one that you actually specifically want to use, you can use that one. Right here, you can change the colors. You can either enter hex code or you can click here and choose whichever color you want, just drag and drop. That will be the top color, it's a gradient, and that will be the header. On the free account, you're gonna have powered by Noem.AI. On the paid accounts, you can hide that. You can have a welcome message, which means that every time like you click on run right here, you can have whatever welcome message that you can put. So what's cool about a welcome message, you can have a video right here. You can record a video and it can be an explainer video. You just put the URL in there, the YouTube URL, and it will display the video. You can pin a new image. You can write whatever you want to write in there with the WYSIWYG, right? You can bold, you can italicize, you can have bullet points. You can make this as personalized to you as you want. This auto pop-up, this means that after a few 4 seconds or so, this will pop up and say, hey, I'm Ifat, ask me anything. This help link can pop up right here. So if you want to say, contact us, buy my book, see my coaching, book a call, or anything like that, you're going to put that in the help link right here, and you're going to use HTML to link it to wherever it is that you want to be linking to. Now, this is super cool. A lot of people will come to your website or they come to your chat and they don't know what to ask you first. They'll be like, So if you have repetitive questions that people are asking you, or you want to direct them in a specific direction, then you can put as many of these here as you want. It will look like this. It will have the 3 different, you can have 4 questions, is probably enough. This is the welcome. You can have a video, you can have an audio, you can have an image, you can have a GIF saying hi, whatever you want. And what questions you want people to start with, or they can just start typing here by themselves. But usually people come in and they're like, I don't know what to do. We direct them. So when you think about this, if you see the pre-recording that we did, when you think about this, you want to think about the path that people are taking on your site. When they come to this site, what do you want them to do? Do you want them to figure out which one of your offering is one for them? Put that here. Which one of your offering is right for me? Do you want them to buy a book or get a book? Hey, here's a sample for my book. Do you want them to ask you a specific question that people ask all the time? Where's my order? Which shoe is right for me? How do I know what's the best graphic designer? Put that question here and it's going to start answering the question. It's going to start a conversation. Any questions about this page that we started with? Again, in the chat window, you design the look and feel of your concierge, whatever you want. You can call it whatever you want, and you can have the welcome message right here in rich media or just in text. You can decide when it's going to pop up and then how to get started. Any questions about that? We're good to move to the next one? Awesome sauce. Right here, this one, when you say save, it's just going to take you to the next one because I already filled it up. It's going to have mine filled up. So this is your job description. This is what you want your concierge to do. You have templates. When you chose the template, basically gave you everything inside, like how to think about a job description. Now you need to make it your own. How do you want it to be? Do you want it to use humor? Do you want it to be professional? Do you want it to never say something specific? Hey, don't talk badly about my competitors, or never reference my competitors, or compare me to other people and tell them why I'm better. This is your job description. If you're thinking about hiring a concierge for your business, you need to tell them what you're doing, explain to them how you coach, tell them how to communicate. Hey, every time someone comes here, say something nice and friendly. Me, I like witty. So I'm like, I want something witty. Say something funny. Address them by their name if it's available. How do they get their name? Right here, you can require your concierge to ask for email and name before they start, and then they're going to start interacting with the name. Talk about your products. Talk about objections. Hey, if someone comes in and says something, please reference my case studies, reference my testimonials to support your claims. We're going to give testimonials in a second. But this one is the job description of how do you want your concierge to interact with people online. Now, here's the super, super cool part, right? Because everybody, myself included, when I started here, I was like, I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to get it wrong. What happens if I do something not okay? So right here, you see these little stars? Super cool. You can click on that after you filled up everything. And our little AI is going to tell you how good your instructions are or how to make them better. So you can put any question you want or leave it empty. And our AI is going to come here and is going to analyze your job description. And it's going to give you some improvements. So you can never get it badly. There's no mistakes. You just feel free to put everything you want your concierge to do. And then you can come here and get some references. Tell them, it'll be like, hey, clarify the file references, dynamic greeting. It can make suggestions of improvements. If you want to improve it, you can copy it. Copy, paste the instructions right here below, or you don't, you can just keep it whatever you want. Any questions about how to create a really good job description for your concierge so they can upsell, support you, interact with your clients for you? Questions, comments, unmute yourself, let me know.
You're going pretty fast, like.
Very fast? Okay, I'll slow down, no problem. Ask me any questions.
Not sure what.
Hey, right now I am chatting with Gemini to help me fill out the spot instructions. And it's actually really useful. I put in the URL to Gemini, and Gemini is talking me through exactly what I want the chatbot to do because I hadn't thought about it yet. So that's where I am right now.
Because you haven't seen our previous pre-training, but that's okay.
Exactly.
But that is super smart. I love that you do that. I did that with Claude. I can go in and, hey, this is what I want, and I need to give my chatbot a role. It has to know what it is. So your role, what's your position in the company? So here for me, it's like an AI sales representative. So I need a role. I need to tell it what I want it to do. As a sales representative, your role is to effectively engage with potential customers, educate them about my offer and my personal coaching, and then guide them to work making an informed decision. That's what I want my concierge to do. Other people might go, I want you to always sell. Softly always pitch one of my products. If you do, just put it there. So we need a role. What is our concierge? What do we want it to do? How do we want it to behave? What do we want it to know? That'll be the next one. And we're just going to put all that stuff in here. Now, this is not going to be perfect. Because when you get a concierge, a human concierge to come into your company and work for you, you're going to give them the job description and they're going to go and they're going to do whatever they're going to do. And you're going to watch them do that and you come back and you fix it. Be like, hey, I watched you greet them with very formal greeting. Here we just say something funny. So from now on, just say something funny when you greet them. You have to watch what a human does. You watch what your AI concierge does until you like exactly what it's doing. So don't let this section prevent you from launching and testing it. Let me know when you got it halfway there, and we're going to move to the next one because the next one is super cool as well.
I have a question.
Yes.
I know in the first workshop, we talked about needing to have a fairly specific strategy of how we want to use the bot. And it could be me getting caught up on verbiage, but when you say concierge, I think about the person that is like the welcoming, like the start of the customer experience. If I was thinking about a human concierge in my business, I would want that person to know the mission and values and maybe be the greeter, if you will, and then could send the customer to the person who had the specific task. So if it's someone who's, I want to purchase a product, maybe it goes to a closer. If it's someone that's, I want to know where to start, maybe it's like an onboarding bot. If it's someone who's, I'm just trying to figure out how to work with Kelly, it's someone who can like help them through the map of which program is best for you. And I know on the first call, we said, if you try to get the bot to do too many things, that you're risking it getting confused. So if we don't want a bot that just sells, if we actually just want a bot that people can chat with to learn more about what we do, can you connect bots together down the line with Noem?
You can have as many bots as you want with Noem.
Okay.
And it doesn't cost you anything extra. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So when I think about a concierge, I think about the pretty woman concierge in the hotel. Do you remember that? You are his niece. And what did he do? He helped her get clothes. He helped her get to the store. He helped her know how to eat in the restaurant. He helped her, right? He helped her with all these things that to make her the best version, right? Someone that can be a high-end partner for Richard Gere. Yeah. So if you're thinking about that type of concierge, the entire purpose is to help whoever comes into the hotel or to your business through getting them to what's perfect for them. So what's perfect for them might be a book, might be a video, might be a product, might be something else, right? So if we're looking at the instructions here, we can be like, how do we engage with them? Assess their needs, decide what to give them, right? Like which part is good for them. Should they just hire me? Should they do coaching? Should they watch my videos? How to handle objections, pricing and plans, competitive analysis, if I want to, right? And closing. That's it. These are the things that I want you to do.
Like in MindPal, you can create bots and connect them. Like if it were to say, I think I want to buy the mastermind, and the bot will pass it on to the mastermind bot that will then be trained in that program. Is that something you can do here?
You don't need to, honestly. You really don't need to and I'll show you right here. So when I went to...
But now aren't you contradicting saying then essentially this one bot needs to know about my business, who I serve, all my clients and all my programs. So is that too much information? Because now it's like this all-in-one bot, which I thought on the first workshop.
What it will know about your programs is not what goes into it's not like your course, right? It's the high level of your programs. It'll be like, this program is good for these people. This program is good for these people. It's not going to have your lesson plan. And it's not going to have all your information. That's going to be a separate bot.
And can those bots be connected or no?
They cannot be connected.
Got it. Okay.
If you elevate them into a custom AI agent, then yes, they can be connected. If they're just a bot, they cannot be connected. But agents can be connected in Noem.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions about this part?
And
so
I'm just asking, sorry, I'm just asking, just so you know, like, I think that's part of the bigger strategy.
How to think about what you're creating. Yes.
Yeah. To me, that's part of the bigger strategy of, do I want to create this bot? And if I was really going to embrace everything that you've been sharing, which is amazing, and all of the opportunity that we would have with Noem, what could the bigger picture look like? So that's just where my brain was going.
Totally. And I think like give me 10 minutes or so, and I think I'm going to connect those dots.
Okay.
But if not, ask me at the end. So right here, you notice some part of the instruction is like, if they're asking about coaching and packages and price option, please reference this file. See, this file is found in the next step right here. If you get these videos, basically just walk you through how to think about this, so you don't have to see them. Right here, you can upload anything you want. So for example, I upload my testimonials. I upload how my program works. I uploaded like, what does it look to work with me, my coaching packages. But here's something super, super awesome. You can put your URL right here. Let's say my coaching packages, right? and I can come to Noem and say, hey, learn from this page. So go scan this page and learn from it and give me everything that's on this file that will be beneficial for my bot. And it goes, here's what I learned. This is what you do. These are your product and services. You didn't provide any contact information. I don't put my phone out there. That's right. Here are your social media links. Prices information is not available. FAQs, I didn't put them there. And here are all the other worksheets and information that it found on my website. Privacy policy, my community, my coaching packages, everything, the thank yous, frameworks, all that stuff. So if I say, okay, it's going to turn this into a file right here that my chatbot can now reference. So I don't have to go to my website and find everything on it and interact with everything on it and copy paste and create files and all that stuff. I can just put a URL in here and Noem is going to learn from it and I can add it to my knowledge files. This is super beneficial if there's other websites on the web that are talking about things that are similar to yours and you want to grab that information and use that to teach your bot. You can do that. Put CNN.com, put RyanLevesque.com, put the AskMethod.com, whatever it is that you want it to learn. You can just put the URL here, it will learn and it will add it as a text file that you can reference in your instructions like this. Every time someone talks about something, reference this file. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Think about this kind of if you have an employee and you have a cabinet with all your employee workbooks and all the documents that you have there and you want to tell the employee, hey, every time someone asks you about this, go grab that book, open it up and reference everything that's in it. That's exactly what you're doing right now with the bot.
Just a question, Noem.
Yes.
Noem is running on which LLM?
We are using all of them. We are using Claude, we are using ChatGPT, we are using Gemini, we are using Grok, I believe, and we have Leonardo and Midjourney, and we have everything connected together.
And by the way, I remember you used to work with Ryan Levesque. You used to present with
No, I
some
didn't.
point,
No.
or somebody. You worked with somebody. I can't remember with
Yeah.
whom. You used
Many,
to have,
many as somebody. Yeah.
yeah, a long time ago. I've seen you before, but I'm trying to locate it and I can't find it.
Happy to see you here. Thank you for joining me. While you're thinking about the instructions of the bot, right here on the side, you have functions. Here, you decide who do I want to email when something happens. So if someone escalates, if my bot cannot handle everything, handle objections, blah, 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 how to escalate. If something happens, follow these guidelines, provide basic information and support. If the issue requires support, escalate it to the appropriate department. How do we do that? Right here, we decide, do I want to email the company rep? Do I want to email customer support? Do I want to email the product manager? Do I want to send leads to the sales manager? So this one can actually go through your leads, qualify them, and then sell them to a human to follow up with them if you need to, if you have a high ticket offer. You can also decide whether or not you want to email the user, be like, hey, this is what you said. And I'm going to show you what an email like that looks like in just a second. So the idea of this, a lot of our clients are saying, this is the best bodyguard ever. It handles everything for me and only the few little things are coming through. This is how you decide what you want through. If someone talks shit about your company, if someone complains very badly, if they're going to sue you, let's talk to a human. Otherwise, take care of it. You can integrate that with Zendesk if you have that. You can decide whether or not you want your bot to create any of these assets. It can create PowerPoints for you, it can create PDFs, it can create documents, HTML files, CSVs, images. It can manipulate the image, meaning it can actually animate the image for you. It can post to social media. It can create charts and diagrams and text to speech, and I'm going to show you all that stuff. The thing that you need to remember is this. If you're building this concierge to put on your homepage and start interacting as this new paradigm of thinking, right? Instead of a billion sales pages for different people, I just have one bot that filters everybody. You don't want people to come in and interact with it instead of ChatGPT. Every time they create an image, that's information that costs you money. Every time they create a PowerPoint, that costs you money. Every time they create a video, that costs you money. If they just chat with text, that doesn't cost you much money. So when you're choosing what you want your bot to do, you can decide if this is privately for my client, my paying clients, that I want to walk them through my course, for example, and I want to generate images for them. My clients pay me $200 a month. I will let them create images with my bots. All my free users, I'm not letting them do anything like that. These are options that you can choose whether or not you want to call it. API calling, you will need a developer to say, hey, every time someone clicks on a link, open this browser tab, for example. You can do that. You can have your bot fetch the internet and actually go and look stuff up of the internet and come back and give trends and give advice and basically act like ChatGPT on your website. You can force it to use Claude. Right now it's using ChatGPT. If you want it to use Claude or reasoning models, you can integrate that in your bot and make it as smart as you want it to be. You can integrate it with Shopify, which means that it will pull up your products. And now instead of going to, hey, I'm seeing the entire catalog, it can actually be like, no, if you like running and you like blue shoes, out of everything that I have, here's the product for you, pulling it directly from your Shopify store. So if you're an affiliate marketer and you want to recommend a bunch of products and have your bot help the user decide which one of them, if you're a nutritionist, if you're a dermatologist, if you are doing anything where you need personal recommendations, you can have that integrated inside your bot. You can trigger browser events, like I said. You do need a developer for that. And you can have your bot stay on topic, never talk about anything outside of what you told it to. And you can have it require the name and email. Remember to save. This is how you make your concierge, your very own concierge, with your instructions, with the functions that you want, with the who to escalate to, what to integrate with, everything's right here. Then we had our little knowledge files. And right here, we have the history. I highly recommend once a week coming in and looking at the history and going the same way that you would listen to a sales call, right? That a salesperson did. And you're going to be like, I want to know what they're saying. You can come in here and really see exactly what people were saying and how they were interacting with your bot, and you can learn from it. So that's in your history right here. You can back it up, get some settings. And then finally, if you have everything ready, we can deploy. That's it. That's what it took. It took us like, 20 minutes to build our bot, decide what we want, upload the files, and we got a working bot. Is everyone with me on the same page? Or are we still working on our little instructions here?
I finished my instructions and I'm running it, and I gave it an example, and I'm just so ecstatic. It's beautiful.
Do you want to share your screen and show us?
So I'm actually on my phone. So I'm listening to you on the phone and working on my computer.
Do you want to share your screen with your phone and show us? I want to see your bot. Oh, give me a URL. Oh, you haven't deployed it yet.
I have not deployed it yet. Hold on. Oh my God, this is so boomer. Hold on.
I love wins like that. This is so amazing.
Video.
If anyone else has their
That's my
chatbot ready, I want to
head.
see it.
Oh, turn it around. Okay. Can you? So I asked it. Okay. So it's the Ranger,
Uh-huh.
and asked it, where can I find videos on the Grand Canyon? Having Gemini help with this was just brilliant. And then like explicit instructions, and then inviting them to sign up for the email list.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get this on my website.
So let me show you how to do that. Super
Okay,
excited.
excellent.
Anyone else wants to share their bot? I love it, Elizabeth. So happy. Anyone else want to share their bot, and let me see what you've created in the last 20 minutes? And that's really the beauty of it if you think about it. It doesn't need to take days to learn how to code anything. You just tell it what you want it to do, and then it does it, and then you can just fix it and be like, hey, don't say that. And the more knowledge you're going to give it, the better it's going to be for you. So you can connect it to your YouTube, and you can connect it to your podcast, and you can connect it to your socials, and you can connect it to your website. No brave souls out there want to show?
Where exactly can we check before we launch it on the website?
So here, you can hit run, and you can start testing your chatbot and see how it's interacting. So if you have this done, I'd love to see how your little chatbot is working. Right here, just hit run, and you can see if it's answering the right things that you wanted to answer, if it's referencing the right thing that you wanted to reference.
I gave it very little, but let's see.
Okay, so let me show you how to deploy it. Right here, when you hit deploy, you can put the domains that you want your bot to work in. If you don't enter anything in here, it will work on any domain and anyone will be able to use your bots. So you can limit it to whatever domain you want it to use. This is your API key. You're going to need that if you are using WordPress. There's a plugin that you can download, and you just upload this plugin to WordPress, give it the API key, voila, it's working. If you need to put it on any website that is not WordPress or Wix or Squarespace or anything like that, you can just copy this JavaScript and you can put it anywhere you want. You can put it in Go High Level, you can put it really anywhere you want that accepts JavaScript. Your own website, if you're using HTML for a website, you just copy, paste that, and that has all the information that you need about your bot to put it on a website. You can also integrate it with WhatsApp. This takes a little bit longer. You have to actually go to Facebook and have your application approved by them. But what's super cool about this is that you can direct people to your WhatsApp, and instead of them going to your website, interacting on your website, they'll have the same conversation on WhatsApp as your bot. And you didn't have to be a developer to do that. You can do the same thing with Slack, and you can do the same thing with Shopify. Now, here's the part that I am super geeking out over, because so many people out there are not a programmer. They don't have websites. They're just starting out and have nothing, but they still want to direct people to a smart chatbot that actually does all the things that we're just doing. So Noem can host this for you. So for example, you click on the settings right here, and it will show you all these layouts that you can have for your chatbot. So you can choose whichever one you want. I really like this one, the beach one. You can give it, this is the theme, and if you click here on the theme, you can choose different themes again. You can change the theme whenever you want. You can give it a name. So if I'm going to call it Ask Ifat, for example, and then you have to click on publish right here. Click on publish. And now all you have to do, instead of building websites and going to different places and integrating it with anything, you have a dedicated page that has all information, all your chatbot right here. Instead of using Linktree, that is super confusing to people, they land on a page that has a bunch of links and now they're overwhelmed, they don't know where to click, send them to your own dedicated chat site. Now here's the super cool thing. A lot of people need SSL if they need to put it on their domain. Secure websites. Noem will do that for you. Secure SSL costs about $70 a year, I believe, to do. Noem can integrate that right here. You can have your own custom domains. And you can even add your own URLs, your own, let's say if I go to my Facebook, for example, and I want to add my Facebook to Noem. I can put Facebook here. I can save it. Yes. And now right here on the top, I have my Facebook thing. So I can have QR codes, I can have Facebook, and I have all my social media, and I can have all the interactions that I want on one page that doesn't confuse anyone, that answers the questions exactly the way that I want them to answer, that integrates with them the way that I want it to be integrated, and is super specific for every user that comes to my website. This to me is a paradigm shift, because we no longer have to use static websites where it's go and figure out where everything is on my site. Instead, go to my bot, interact with it. It will direct you specifically to where you want to go. If this is integrated with Shopify, it's going to show you all my Shopify links. If this is integrated with Zendesk, it will pass all the help desk tickets to you directly. And all you need is one page that actually provides the personalized experience for your user wherever they are. So I can say, for example, here, hey, hormone doctor, how can Ifat help me? And now it's going to break down like, hey, this is what you can do. This is what you can do for you. So I don't need a billion sales pages. I can just have one that answers specifically to the specific user that comes in here. Does it make sense? Love it.
So we've got about 7 minutes left, and I know that we wanted people to have their AI chatbots by the end of the hour. So I'd love to see how many people, I know Elizabeth, you got yours. How many people have theirs or feel like they could build their chatbot now? Because to me, this is like next level and super awesome. And now my brain's starting to whirl. Abraham, good to see you. But how
are we doing? Yes, that's a great question.
How's everybody doing? That was the purpose, is get your chatbot up and running in 60 minutes. Elizabeth, you're close. Who else is close? Assad's close.
I finished.
You're done.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it needs, yeah, but extremely basic. I need to add a lot of things, but it already is, I'm impressed. Yeah, it's pretty basic, but it said like, I said, this, I'm looking for a villa in this area. She said, okay, give me this and I'll send you a curated list of properties.
Awesome. And Assad, I know you have tons of content just from the back end of the process of how to start thinking about properties, right? That's all stuff you can add to that also.
So anyone want to kind of show off and brag about their stuff?
Nabi.
I would love to see. So let me just share a few more little things. And I have a gift for you since you stuck till the end. Let's do this. We did it as a job description. We let Noem help us with the instructions. We saw how to do that. We talked about setting it boundaries. We got the basic thing up and running, right? We got to like where you like it. Create it your own, build it the way you want, and then become a troll. Try to break it. Because not all the good people are going to come to your website. Some of them are just going to be trolls. So try to talk about things outside of the scope. Try to talk badly at it, cuss it out, talk badly about your competitors. See what the troll would do on your website, and if they want to make you look bad, how they're going to act, so you can fine tune your bot a little bit more. I showed you how to get the scoop of all the conversations that are happening in the back end and what the conversations are about and how to interact with them. Let me show you what it looks like when someone actually escalates. You're going to get an email with a summary of what the conversation was about, because we want to remove all the emotions and we want to have our support desk just know this is the problem, this is what you need to fix. And for reference, we have all the conversation below. But on the top, it's just going to be like, look, this is the problem, this is what we need to do. So if we recap what we just did in the last 50 minutes, I hope you see that this is a completely new way of thinking about things. We're removing the static pages. We're removing the FAQs. We're removing the contact us form with something super smart that can really lead people to where we want them to go. So we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to put a smart AI there that can be a one page on our website. Doesn't have to replace a website. It'll be one page on our website that people can go to interact with us. Instead of testing a billion, hey, here's a sales page for coaches, and here's a sales page for this, and here's a sales page for this, our one AI concierge does it all. It talks to every person for where they are. You can have as many as you want. You can put one as just a one page that's going to be your sales and support. You can put one that's going to be just for education. You can be one that's behind a paid wall, just for your clients. So if you want to put something just for your clients, you can upload all the transcripts from your courses with the timestamps. And when some paying client comes to your chatbot and says, hey, how do I do blah? Your chatbot will be, hey, it's in module 52, minute 23. Here's the link. Go watch it now. Instead of hiring a bunch of coaches, human coaches, to hold the hand of everyone that you're interacting with and talking to, your chatbot can do that. Do you see how this is completely different than everything that we've been using up until now? And it doesn't require coding, and it doesn't require PhDs, and it doesn't require a whole week of setting it up. Elizabeth, you're sharing your screen?
Quick question.
Yeah.
Would it be interesting to have it on a sales page and you're launching an offer and you actually put it right there, just on that sales page for that specific offer?
Yes, totally. We're actually doing it. Yeah. And I would love to see you do that and share it with me so we can brag about you. The thing is, this is truly only limited by your imagination. It can be a sales page. It can be a course support. It can be a salesperson. It can be appointment setter. It can be anything. It's just like your imagination. That's the limit. Test it, break it, and let us know, because we're developing that. So There are a few really cool things that are coming up soon that I would love to share with you. And the first one is that you can actually talk with your AI. So let's see if I can share the audio and how that's going to work, because this is so badass. This is Loom right now. Yeah? Okay. So let me know if you can hear it.
So this is a prototype that I'm working on where you can enable audio mode and select from the list of all the voices that we have available to us. You can just select a voice and use that. But basically when you have audio mode enabled in the chatbot, you have the ability to record your voice here. So basically, tell me who won World War I in 2 paragraphs.
World War I, which lasted from 1914 to 1918, was won by the Allied powers. This alliance mainly included France, the United Kingdom, Russia.
So as you can see, I can easily communicate and ask, thank you for that.
You're very welcome. If you have any more questions about history or anything TrendWriter AI can help you with, just let me know.
And so you're done. So this is just a voice mode to see every time I want to communicate, I do click the button. I could change this to press to talk. So you press, hold down, talk, and when you let go, or it automatically, once the chatbot responds back, just starts recording you again. I'm just playing with this so you guys have an idea.
Okay, seriously, how cool is that? So this is coming soon. So this can be on your phone. And what's super cool is the next one, that this is actually going to work very well. We're going to have an SMS integration, which means that people can actually chat with your bot on SMS. You will need to have your own Twilio account to connect it to it, but you can have the voice in SMS talking to your clients, walking them through whatever it is that you need to walk them through. Let's finish with this. Noem is not just chatbots like you saw when you logged in. We also have social media posts, content creation, ad creative, blogs, videos, presentations, custom AI agents, which means that they're doing it on their own without being prompted like a bot. And when you work with Noem, you don't have to pay for Midjourney, Leonardo, Canva, ChatGPT, Claude, Grok, Perplexity, an SEO writer, because our agent is going to email you an SEO article once a day or once a week on clock about your business, everything that you need. You don't need an appointment setter because your bot is going to send them to your calendar. You don't need a customer support rep because it's going to answer all the questions. Anything that you can think of, you can do. The cost, $1 billion. It's going to be less than your monthly Starbucks. You can use it for free as long as you want to. If you want to integrate it with images or with Shopify, it's only $19.99. Enterprise gives you everything: Zendesk, Shopify, custom agents, ad creation, SEO, all that stuff. And for the next 48 hours, you can use this code, WS2025, and get the enterprise absolutely free. So you can play with all of it. You can play with your custom agents, and you can play with your images and videos and your bot, anything that you want. If you find it useful, keep it. If you want to downgrade, downgrade. If you want to cancel and move to the free, move to the free, but enjoy it for an entire month on us. And then lastly, we have a WhatsApp group. If you want to scan this, hop into our WhatsApp group. We'd love to see all your chatbots. We'd love to support you in everything that you're coming up with. Any questions, any developments, any cool things that are happening, right there in our WhatsApp group. So proud of you guys. I know it's been an hour and we're like 3 minutes over. I would love to see all your creations. I would love for you to email me and share with me your bots so we can feature you and brag about you. And so proud of you guys. I know it's been an hour and we're like 3 minutes over. I would love to see all your creations. I would love for you to email me and share with me your bots so we can feature you and brag about you and really enjoy the creations with you and see what you come up with, what your imagination is doing.
I just want to say thank you. This is awesome. Really cool. Love it, love it. Thank you for your time today, Yvette.
So happy you guys showed up.
Code is, what's the code?
The code is WS2025.
Okay.
Awesome. So hop into the WhatsApp group. Really share your bots. I'd love to see them, test them, help you break them, be your troll if you need one. Any question, comments, anything else that we can help you today before we finish up?
URL to input the WS2025.
Here, I'll show you that. So when you are in Noem and you're clicking on the plans, right here on the top, you have manage plans. You can choose the top enterprise plan. Click on that, use the code, and it will give you this plan for free.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
A quick question. Do you have tutorials about how to create AI agents and all of that stuff on Noem, or you don't?
We do. We have our blog site. We do. If there is enough demand, we will do a workshop about creating agents. The difference is this. You have chatbots, agents, and automation. Automation has nothing to do with AI, just automation. It's been there forever. You can integrate AI into the automation, like make.com, but that's an automation. Take this, do that, if else, automation. Chatbots need to be prompted before they work on their own. Like the user has to come in, click a button, interact, and then the response. So they're not autonomous. Agents are autonomous. So like our SEO agent, you set it up, it takes 5 minutes to set it up, and then every day or every week, without you ever touching it again, we'll email you a blog post. That's an agent. So an agent doesn't need you to interact with it at all. Chatbot needs your user to do that. Make sense? So a chatbot, when it grows up, it becomes an agent. You can turn it autonomous.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks.
Fantastic. Guys, thank you so much for spending your Friday with me. I hope that was beneficial. Again, please share your bots. I would love to see them. And bye, Anna. And we will see you in the next one. Have a great one.